Welcome back to another video about Ark Survival Ascended official PvE. In this video I will show you how we managed to defeat Alpha Manticore. This fight is quite easy but can be super buggy. I'll tell you more about this further in the video. First things first, let's talk about the statistics of the dinos we take in. We're taking in 1 UD, 1 Daedon and 8 Rexes. The UD has 11k HP and 3.4k stam. The Daedon has 15k HP and 50k food. The Rexes have around 20k HP and the melee is over 450, some are even on 700 melee. Some Rexes have a 124 saddle and some have a 70 armor saddle. For Alpha Manticore you will need the Artifact of the Crack, Destroyer and Gatekeeper and 20 talents of each wyvern species. I am wearing ghillie and a gas mask for the torp damage and I have med brews to keep my character alive. We're going into the fight with 3 people. My tribe mate on the UD will keep buffing the Rexes and my tribe mate on the Daedon has a 298 damage shotgun, which she will constantly use to shoot the boss in between healing the Rexes. I am riding a Rex and I will be munching the Manticore. I also like to tell you I stream on Twitch. My Twitch name is Gingerella with 3 A's in the end. My link can also be found on my page or in the description of this video. As soon as we spawn in, I take the Rexes behind me and put them on aggressive or neutral. This way the Rexes will bite the Manticore even if he's just flying over. I have sped up the video by 2 times so you don't have to watch for too long, but still get all the information you're hopefully looking for. My tribe mate constantly roars with the UD to give the Rexes the UD buff. My second tribe mate is already shotgunning the boss from the Daedon. And I just try to not get stuck within all the Rexes. We have tried this fight before with 17 Rexes and lost. The Manticore just wouldn't land and we ran out of time. Now that we took less Rexes, we noticed that the Manticore landed more often. So I definitely recommend not to bring a full team of 20 dinos. But now we also found out that once you bring a flyer in, the Manticore doesn't land either. So if you want to attempt this with Rexes, only bring ground dinos. We noticed that when we moved our Rexes back and forth in the arena, the Manticore would land. This might be a coincidence, but give it a go when your Manticore doesn't want to land. We have also noticed a difference in the movement of the Manticore when the ping is high on our server. When we have high ping, the Manticore doesn't want to land. We did this boss fight early in the morning when the server is less crowded. The lower the ping, the more often the Manticore landed for us. Sometimes you see me force feeding some stimulant to my Rex. I do this to make sure my Rex doesn't fall asleep since the Manticore does torpor damage. The UD buff also helps with the torpor of the Rexes. During the fight, deathworms will spawn around your Rexes. Just keep your Rexes on aggressive or neutral and they will kill the deathworms before they can do massive amounts of damage to your team. Near the end of the fight there will also be rock elementals. Same thing. Keep your Rexes on aggressive or neutral. The rock golems die a little less easy and do more damage on my Rexes. You will see my tribe mate on the Daedon come over to heal once the rock elementals have spawned. But looking back at this video, the healing wasn't even needed, but it's still nice to have. Every time the Manticore landed, I tried my best to keep it stuck in between the Rexes. On Ark Survival Evolved you could get it stuck and it wouldn't fly up. This meant nom 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 till the Manticore was dead. But as you can see, the Manticore didn't get stuck sadly enough and just flew out of the cluster of Rexes. Sometimes the Manticore stayed in the air for a while and this is when you will see us moving the team around the arena to create a moment for the Manticore to land. Whenever I'm stuck in the Rexes, my tribe mate puts them on follow and vice versa. This can be a bit annoying because Rexes tend to swarm you even with their follow distance on low. While we're watching our Rexes go nom nom and hear our shotgun go pew pew, I want to talk about black pearls. At the moment the only way to get black pearls is via deathworms in the desert. But the deathworms keep spawning in the boss arena as well. You could farm black pearls in this arena if you have enough riders for your Rexes. But from what I've heard, they're gonna do something about black pearls on Scorched Earth. I'm not sure what they're gonna do yet, but until then you can at least farm them in the desert or in this boss fight. We've almost reached the point in the boss fight where the rock elementals will spawn. At this moment you want to keep an eye on your Rexes, because the rock elementals do more damage to our Rexes than the Manticore or the Deathworms. When the rock elementals spawn, you will also see my FPS drop extremely. I definitely got good specs on my PC, so keep in mind that your PC might not like this boss fight very much. During this fight I lost my chest piece and helmet. I had an extra gas mask, so I equipped that one, but it might be handy to bring an extra set of gear because you obviously want to keep your character alive. I do really hope this video helped you out, and if it did, please don't forget to leave a like or maybe even a sub to get a notification when I upload more. The rock elementals have spawned and you will see my tribe mate on the Daedon come over to start healing the Rexes. But like I said, eventually we didn't even need the healing. At the end of the fight the Rexes lost about 3k HP and we only healed for a short amount. So let's say the Rexes lost about 5k HP. But Ark being Ark, I would always bring a Daedon with some food in its inventory. But I do want to say that the most important tame is the Yudi. The Yudi gives the Rexes a buff which gives them more damage output and less incoming damage. The Yudi roar also makes sure the torpor on the Rexes stays low. The fight is almost over and I do want to give one more tip. Once you've completed the fight, you will ascend. I will not show the ascension in this video to keep spoilers out of the video, but I do want to share something really important. When you ascend, it is possible for your game to crash and this causes you to lose everything you have on your character. So when we finish the fight, we always put everything from our inventory in a tame to keep it safe, and we basically ascend in our birthday suit. We finished the fight with 7 minutes left, which is super nice, but keep in mind that when the Manticore doesn't land, you might run out of time. This is all due to the AI movement of the Manticore and there's nothing much you can do about this other than the tips I shared in the beginning of the video. Alpha Manticore gives you 428 element. I grab it quick, put everything in my tame to keep it safe, and it's time to ascend, which I will not show you in this video so you can enjoy this yourself. Thanks for watching, I hope this was useful and I'll catch you in the next one.